Hey guys, welcome back to Sunshine Haze Co. I am Aja. This is going to be good. Here am I. This is going to be your monthly tarot forecast for the month of December. Can y'all believe it? We're really in the last month of the year. That's crazy. It's crazy. This is going to be the video for the Sagittarius. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy new rotation around the sun. Sag sun, Sag moon, and Sag rising. General reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, check out the playlist with your moon and rising sign, which I will have linked down below in the description box shortly. Before I get started, y'all know I like to drop my quick shameless plugs, and I'm not even going to play with y'all. I'm going to read them off of here. What do I want you guys to watch? We have, I know, Venus retrograde coming up, and we've got a couple of planets still in retrograde, so check out the retrograde series playlist. We're in the midst of eclipses, so check out the eclipse series playlist. I have not put it up yet, but I will at some time during this week or the next week. I will be putting up a 2021 reflection pick a card spread, so look out for that. What else? I will also be putting up 2022 tarot forecast probably closer to the end of the month. Another COVID reading for the next 3 months, some point during December. What else do I need y'all to know before I start giving you your readings? I will be putting up love tarot forecasts here shortly. I'll do those later on this week after I finish these. And what's this month's raffle? Oh, this month I am giving away a personalized Big 3 natal chart report, and these are very detailed, and I do, just so you guys know, that they're not just the regular ones that you can go and find online. This is personalized, specific to you, meaning that I'm going over your aspects, your degrees, your house placements, also obviously the signs, all the things. The Big 3 one is the one I am raffling off. If you're interested in entering, stay tuned to the end of the video and I will tell you how to do so. What else? Any other plugs, you guys? I said all of that. Oh, Sunshine Haze Co. is now Sunshine Haze Co. Limited. We are official, so do me a favor. Support a Black-owned, woman-owned small business this holiday season. I got tarot readings, smudge blends, spiritual divination tools, candles, chakra jewelry, all the things. Support a young G like myself, and because we are coming up on a new year, if you want a New Year's spread, you can also book one of those with me. I have 2 different versions. I have a short one and I have an extended one that will also give you cards going over each month, okay? Those are my spreads. That's all I got for you. All right, let's get into your reading, you guys. It's going to be a typical 4-card spread going over the overall energy for you for the month of December, challenges and obstacles that you might be facing. Because we are dealing with mostly Sagittarius energy, y'all's energy for the month, looking at where you need to shoot your arrows and then go on the journey to retrieve it. And as always, a quick little soul message. Today I am reading with the Sacred Symbols Oracle, True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck, and also the Prism Oracle. So for any of y'all that like these cards and want to get your own set, I will have the decks linked down below in the description box, okay? Okay, those are my plugs. Let's get into it. All right, Sag, let me reposition my chair. I'm a little far away from you guys. All right, y'all, let's get into it. First card that I have coming up for you in your spread is Truth, Sag. And so the first thing that I really got with this card here is that during this month, with you coming into this new rotation around the sun, there are going to be a lot of things becoming clear to you. A lot of things are going to be moving away from that little hazy space into, oh my God, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You know, like it's going to be like epiphany, aha, oh my gosh, I understand now. And also with this Truth card, there is a message that you are going to be learning some truths during this month. And I keep it very real in my reading. So when I say learning some truths, I mean you're going to be figuring out some things that may not necessarily make your heart happy, if that makes sense. But what I need you to know, Sag, is that when the truth comes out, it comes out because you need to know it so that you can move forward in the ways that you need to move forward. There are probably situations or, you know, people or relationships that you are mixed in or mingling with that at one point in time they looked, you know, solid. And at one point in time they may have been solid, but understand that everything happens in divine timing, as it should, when it should. So now, Sag, you're moving into a new rotation. You're moving into a new chapter. You're moving into a new energy. And certain things are just not going to be for you anymore. I get the sense that some of these things you may have tried to hold on to. Some of these things you have really tried to make work out, because whether you are in it and you're like comfortable and you don't want to see it go, or whether you're like, oh, but this is something that I could really use and you're like, I really want that to be in my life. Whatever the case may be, you're going to be shown during this month, hey, that may not necessarily be for you. There could be some other things for you. You may also find out like that you might have thought that was for you, but look at these red flags. Look at these things that are popping up. Look at these triggers. Why are you disregarding them? Sagittarius, as clarity comes in for you during this month, do not disregard it, okay? You guys are very spiritual. I know we typically give the spiritual and the psychism to the water signs, but y'all are a close second. I would put y'all in the group with the water signs, okay? You guys are definitely associated with that spiritual energy, that higher power, higher level, you know, something different than what we're really rocking with here. You're associated with that type of energy. So as these things come in, as these prompts come in, as these aha moments come in, Sag, process them. Do not disregard them because you're not feeling it. Process them. The truth will set you free. So whatever it is that you need to find out during this month, find out, okay? Because you're going to need this knowledge and you're going to need this clarity for you to move forward. Now, moving into the next card, you guys have the Chariot crossing you, okay? Let's get a little bit closer. You got the Chariot crossing you. And anytime I pull the Chariot in a crossing position, the first message that I typically get is that you're creating your own obstacles. What I get, Sag, especially, I'm going to get in, matter of fact, I'm going to read these two cards together. You guys also have the Nine of Swords in the position of where you need to actually shoot your arrow and then go on to retrieve it. So speaking to these two cards, what I'm getting for this month, Sagittarius, with this Nine of Swords, and Swords is an air, it's an air card, and it's the air element. It's all about perspective, your mental. You got too much going on. You're trying to do too much. Actually, you're doing too much. And that could be by way of just trying to pick up too many projects, trying to put your energy into too many things, or trying, and going back to that Truth card that I was talking about, or possibly trying to do too many actions to keep something in the space that it's in that it has already evolved past, or that you've already grown out of. With the Chariot card crossing you, it tells me that you are creating your own obstacles. So this Nine of Swords, which is not typically my favorite card to pull in tarot, points to too many things going on, too many things in your head, too many things clouding your thoughts. In Sagittarius, with the Chariot crossing you, you're creating these thoughts. You're putting all this stuff into your head. And you know what, let me reword that. You may not necessarily be putting this stuff into your head, but you're putting yourself in the position to where you're opening your energy up to this. Be mindful, Sag. I say turn these cards into an upright supporting position. What I am getting with this cross Chariot too is that, Sag, you are forgetting who you are. For whatever reason, I get the sense that you are settling. I don't know where or why that's coming from, but I get the sense that you're kind of like accepting of the things coming to you. And while it's okay to be receptive, what I also picking up, Sag, is that there's bigger and better out there. Don't become content with what is handed to you. That's not your energy. I don't know no Sagittarius that is like, oh, is that what you're giving to me? Okay, I'll take it and I'm good. It's Sag, if it ain't exactly what you want, exactly what you need, y'all already know y'all ain't about to be like, okay. Actually, you might be like, okay, and then put it down, and then you're shooting your arrow and you're going to figure out how to get exactly what it is that you want, right? So with this Chariot card crossing you and your Nine of Swords here is telling me, Sag, you have tapped into your little arrow bag and you done shot all your arrows and you shot them over each other's paths. So now as you're trying to go retrieve them, you're getting twisted and tangled up in the mix. You don't need to be twisted and tangled up in the mix. You're starting your new year. If you guys watch my videos, you have heard me say how you start your rotation around the sun typically gives you an inkling into the energy that you're going to be dealing with for the remainder of the year. So Sag, you don't need to be confused and tossed and lost in the sauce and doing way too much and settling and becoming content with things that are and I'm gonna put it to you like this: becoming content with things that are not good enough for you. And I don't know why I just went so hard at y'all like that. Apparently y'all are settling for some things, and what I also want to say is that some of these things you are meant to keep, but you need to make sure that they are enhanced and that they are actually creating a benefit in your life. So if there's something, and again, use that intuition, if there's something that you're like, okay, no, I know I need to keep this in my life, but it is not giving me what I need, right? It ain't giving what needs to be gave right now. You need to figure out how to make it do so, okay? But aside from that, Sag, you need to start looking at what you got going on in your life right now and looking at, is this going to help me grow? Is this going to help me progress? Have I settled? That's the question. Have I settled? Have I settled, and should I have settled? And I could tell your answer is yes and no. You have settled and you shouldn't have settled. And this is not to say to not experience the places that you go into. Everything happens for reasons and seasons and lessons learned. There is definitely something for you to pick up in the situations that you're in and all them arrows that you have shot out that you're going to retrieve. But while you are doing so, while you're retrieving the arrows, you need to, while you're going to pick them up, you need to reconsider, is this an arrow that I actually need to grab? Because some of them arrows, at one point in time, it was cool. It was good, it was beneficial, it was progressive, but now you've gotten what you need. So you don't need to pick it back up if you already have what you need, because then it becomes baggage. You don't want to go into your new rotation with baggage. You need empty bags so you can pick up some new things. Because we always picking up baggage, okay? So that's all I want to say about those cards. Getting into your last card of the spread is your soul message, and you've got stop. And this is a color oracle, so this is also the red card. So I'm going to speak to the chakra that this card is associated with real quick. This is the root chakra, okay? Root chakra is all about your foundations, grounding and stability. So with this root chakra card coming up at the end of your spread, Sag, what I get is that you need to look at your foundations and figure out what needs to be worked and what needs to be moved out. You need to clear that chakra out. With this literal message of stop on the card, this is just extra confirmation of what I was saying, Sag, about you need to be very mindful of where you are shooting your arrows. Everything at the same time ain't always good. You know what I'm saying? And just because something presents itself as amazing, you have to remember that you have to give yourself time to figure out if it's really about what it says it's about. And again, that could be a job, that could be a friendship, that could be a romantic relationship. It could be anything that you are probably very much so emotionally involved in or invested in. Let me not say involved, emotionally invested in. It could be along any of those lines, foundational, okay? Any of your foundational emotional investments could be the things that you need to recover, that you need to recover is not the word. What was I? Reanalyze is not the word I was looking for either, but that works. Certain things you need to stop doing. Certain habits you need to stop doing. Certain perspectives that you need to move away from, and certain cycles that you need to stop putting yourself back into by way of this Nine of Swords card. So Sag, maybe not the best happy birthday spread, but you know, if you want a different one, you can book a personal one with me. I keep it very real. Like I said, Sag, you gotta get it together and you gotta stop doing things that are detrimental to your own growth. And you're gonna have to get real with yourself and realize that sometimes that comes with people. Sometimes you do have to cut people out because they are not helping you grow and they're actually stunning your growth. Sometimes that means you do have to walk away from your dream job because your dream has changed. And now that you're still in that space, you're being stunted. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain things that you got to stop doing this month. Certain habits that you need to start pulling these swords out and stop. You don't need 9 swords, baby. You don't need 9 swords. A lot of this stuff is going to become evident to you. You're going to start to figure out with that Sagittarian intuition during this month the things that you need to start letting go of. And when they start coming up, Sag, do not remain your own obstacle. Don't go against the grain. Give up the ghost. Let whatever go that needs to be let go. You will see in due time the space that you cleared out was made for you to bring in something much better and much bigger. Don't forget that, okay? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, you guys, that is your spread. I dropped all my plugs at the beginning of... Say it, don't spray it, girl. Dropped all my plugs at the beginning of the video, but I did tell you I would tell y'all how to enter for December's raffle, which is the personalized Big 3 natal chart report. Drop a comment that says done, give me your favorite emoji, and give me your rising sign. I'll keep this open for the month. At the end of December, I will go on and pick a winner, and I'll announce the winner probably in the first week of January. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Peace.